apparently like it like poisoned or like polluted 2 out of the 3 aquifers in our town.
Great.
And so like where this company was based, they like had to do a whole like cleanup. So this whole area was like filled with just kind of like broken concrete and like where buildings used to be. So me and my sister would travel down there as I was a kid, and we would like find like dirty washers and stuff, and we would call them treasures.
Well, treasures to somebody.
As a kid, I guess I did a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely counts. Yeah, the only urban exploring I did was when I was trying to do parkour. And,
okay.
It didn't go well. Don't get too excited.
I feel like every gamer has their parkour phase.
Yeah, I don't remember this, but my friend Bob, who was my roommate at the time, he said that I dressed up Mirror's Edge style.
Okay.
I didn't. It wasn't intentional. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to need gloves. And yeah, I need a satchel. Of course I do. Gotta have my fanny pack. And the gloves got to be fingerless. Of course, I need my grip.
It's got to be, and it's got to have accents of red.
Yeah. Then I got big poofy pants. It's great.
The poofy pants are important because how else are people going to know you're going so fast?
Exactly. Right. Well, I went fast straight onto the ground, right on my ass. And then I got up and climbed up on the roof again, went straight down on my shoulder. It's still fucked up to this day, so, you know.
And I guess there's the difference between how long have I been trying versus how long have I been doing it, making money off of it. I would say making money off of it for about 5 years, trying for like, I don't know, I mean, at least since 2013.
Hell yeah.
2012 or something like that.
Hell yeah, the grind.
Yeah,
exactly. I took it personally when Jay Schlatt said he'd been doing content longer than me. I was like, there's no way. But I realize it's definitely true in some cases. I'm not even an OG YouTuber, but people call me that, and I'm like, I'm not first generation at all.
Yeah, what generation would you consider yourself?
I believe I'm second generation because it's after,
that's what I was thinking.
The Smosh crew and the Ray William Johnson and when they started. I mean, Smosh is still kicking, of course, and I believe Ray William Johnson's still doing stuff. But that's like first generation YouTube, and then I'm second wave, and then you're probably third. No, you're late second. I don't know. It's like the distinction between millennials and Gen Z and stuff like that. I don't know.
I would say that because when would you say you started? Like your generation started? Like what year zone? Because I would consider myself to be around 2019.
Oh, I see. So
right on the cusp of like a COVID creator. Oh
yeah, that's true. Sometimes I forget that COVID was.
Originally, when I was younger, been like, oh, it'd be so cool to be a YouTuber. Then I discovered, like Pretty W's, shit like that. And I was like, oh, but maybe I want to make films. That seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it started with like a YouTube thing, and then it shifted into like, oh, maybe film's more realistic zone to enter into. So I went to school for that. But then the YouTube stuff started working out while I was in film school.
Nice.
So it's been like a little switch off back and forth for a lot of my life. But when I got out of school, and, it was 2020 and I'd been out in LA for about a year, I started getting like the itch where I hadn't done like a film related thing. I call it the itch. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I gotta make something cool or I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna die if I don't make something cool. So I basically hit up my friend James Marriott, and he does music. And I was like, hey, I will make you, I'd never made one before, but I was like, I will make you a music video and I promise you it will be good. And I put probably an unreasonable amount of my own money into making sure that we could hit the budget that we needed to do the idea. And then it was cool because it worked out, and then I had a piece of work that I could show to other people to make more music videos and stuff. And yeah,
that's really cool.
So I guess in terms of like money motivated, I was definitely, maybe to someone more money motivated, I would have been wasting my money.
Yeah. I think that's the distillation, or that's the distinction between those that really mean it and those that want to mean it, is that it does take that decision of like, I want this to be good. I don't really care about me making money on it because it's the experience that I'm paying for. It's the learning and the process and the connections of the content that I'm putting out there for the world, and like putting my piece of art out there, which is what I'm really paying for. And that doesn't come free, Yeah. A lot of things on the internet you can learn and you can grow from, and they are free, but some lessons are just not free. Not at all, because you need to pay for other people's time.
They're born through blood, Mark.
Yes, absolutely.
Sweat and tears, crying in a studio alone.
Well, I mean, it's fun sometimes, right?
Oh, no, it is. It is. Yeah, no, but I mean, in some ways, too, like, I think that the money of it's almost like the creative work itself. It's like I feel like when I put that money into
among very, very close friends or with Amy, I don't spend a lot of time socializing with people. But with 100 people on set that need to understand what's in your head, it can be very, very difficult to grasp the concept that they don't have a viewport into your mind, and you need to explain yourself over and over and over again. And then there are people that you explain it to and they don't care. They're just like, tell me where to put this. Tell me where to point.
Where do I put this C-stand?
Yeah, exactly. And it's come down. Although I do find that the people working in the grip department are often the hardest working people. I love every grip department I've ever worked with. They're great.
Oh, going off of what you just last said, I would say that the grip department is probably the most introverted department out of any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did I ever talk to you about how I did a little bit of work as a genie swing in New York City?
No.
Oh, during the summer of 18, I thought it was a production internship. So I thought I was going to be working on sets and stuff. Mm-hmm. Turns out it was an office production internship at a TV commercial production company. I was refilling the Nespresso machine a couple days a week for a summer. But on the side, I was like, oh, I want to work on sats. I want to get some shit done. Mm-hmm. So I started looking up Craigslist ads for stuff.